It's that time of year again when all the motorcycle manufacturers start releasing their 2026 model year lineups, and I thought I'd take a moment to share which bikes are really standing out to me and which manufacturers may have dropped the ball a little. While I'm at it, I'll also share my thoughts on the direction the industry may be taking after seeing what's coming down the line. The world's most prominent motorcycle show, EICMA, is in full swing, and here's who's got my attention and who's left me wanting more. Honda have just shown the next stage of evolution of the prototype V3 motorcycle, a 900cc 75-degree 3-cylinder engine with 2 cylinders angled forward and a single cylinder angled back towards the rider. The V3 engine also boasts an electric compressor for induction charged airflow. This exciting prototype from Honda just took one step closer to production, and I must say, this engine sounds glorious on full song. Next up is Honda's all-new CB1000 GT, a very well-equipped and desirable sport tourer. 1000cc inline-4, 147 horsepower, 102 Nm of torque or 75 foot-pound, and a wet weight of 229 kilograms or 505 pounds. The new CB1000 GT features comfortable seating, good weather protection, an adjustable windscreen, 21-litre fuel tank, 5.5 US gallons, comes standard with bags, has all the tech including cruise control and a quick shifter, and is a very handsome looking bike. If I was looking for a sport tourer, this bike would be top of my list. Next up is Honda's superb CB1000F. Now you guys know I'm a sucker for Japanese naked inline 4s, and this bike is no exception. It's great to see Honda releasing a retro bike that truly looks retro. 1000cc's, 122 horsepower, 103 Nm of torque or 76 foot-pound, and a wet weight of 214 kilograms or 472 pounds. If you were cross-shopping the new CB1000F, you'd have to look at the Kawasaki Z900S, which has just had an update and now features cruise control, and Suzuki's GSX-8T and GSX-8TT. Personally, I prefer the look of the CB1000F to the Suzuki's. The Suzuki's are retro-looking bikes, but they've got a futuristic take on styling to them. So they're retro-looking, but they're a future retro-looking bike. And I much prefer what Honda have done with the CB1000F. It looks like a true retro motorcycle. And the riding position looks like it'd be very comfortable as well. So the CB1000F is, really grabbing my attention. Next up, we have Honda's new electric WN7. And I really am impressed with the styling of this motorcycle as well. 140 kilometres of range, which is 87 miles. Maximum power is equivalent to a 600cc Honda, and peak torque is equivalent to a 1000cc Honda. The WN7 has a wet weight of 217 kilograms or 478 pounds. It's great to see Honda making steps into the electric motorcycle category. For me, 140 kilometres or 87 miles of range is not enough for me yet. Once I start getting close to 320 kilometres or 200 miles of range, then I'll be very interested in electric motorcycles. But for now, it's a very appealing first step from Honda. Honda has also added to its e-clutch lineup of bikes with the CB750 Hornet and XL750 Transalp becoming available with e-clutches as well. Now, Kawasaki has also impressed with its new ZX-10R. This bike looks beautiful. It's ZX-10R all the way with new updates and enhancements. And yeah, the ZX-10 has always been a favourite of mine, and this thing is a thing of beauty as well. New also for Kawasaki is the Z1100 Naked and an update to the Z650 with the Z650S. Suzuki has also re-entered the 1-litre sports bike game with the GSX-R 1000R. This bike is a beautiful looking bike and also highly appealing to me, as well as their new V-Twin SB7GX, a 700cc V-Twin all-rounder. Great to see the V-Twins making a comeback. New from Yamaha is an updated R7, which is slimmer, lighter and more powerful. And Royal Enfield have released quietly a new Bullet 650. If I was going to buy a Royal Enfield right now, it would be the Bullet 350, and I was surprised to see this new Bullet 650, which looks equally as appealing. I think Royal Enfield have really nailed the Bullet styling with this new 650. BMW has also jumped onto my radar with the new F450 GS, a 450cc GS-inspired motorcycle, which I think will do very well for BMW. And CF Moto also impressed with their new V4 SRRR prototype, which boasts 210 horsepower and tips the scales at less than 200 kilograms or 440 pounds. Great to see CF Moto stepping into the sport bike category as well. This could be a very, very interesting motorcycle if it comes to production. Now, manufacturers that left me wanting more from EICMA. First up is Norton with their new Manx, Manx R, Atlas and Atlas GT. They look like nice motorcycles, but I don't know, the styling for me is not pushing my buttons. For some reason, it looks a little dated to me. I don't know. They could be fantastic motorcycles, and I'm sure they're going to be excellent motorcycles, but yet styling is just not doing it for me. Next up in the left wanting more category is Triumph, surprisingly. Now they've got new colours, minor updates, and an all-new motorcycle with the Trident 800. But yeah, I don't know. It's nice. New colours, minor updates, that's nice. But I don't know, after seeing what the Japanese motorcycle manufacturers are releasing, it's nice, but nothing special. And the new Trident 800 is just not doing it for me either. I don't know why. It's the styling. I think it's the styling. I think it'll be a nice motorcycle, but styling is just, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. And now we come to Indian, which is surprisingly in the wanting more category. Again, nice new colours. It looks nice. The only new bike is the Scout RT so far, which is interesting. Basically, it's just taken the bags from the Sport Chief and has the quarter fairing fitted. Nice looking little bike and a nice addition to the range, but nothing special or outstanding. Now, I did see no mention of the Springfields in their new 2026 lineup, and they may be doing a staggered update as they do with, as Harley do with their range. They've updated some models just recently in the last couple of days, and we may see more from Indian next year. But yeah, nice updated colours, but nothing across the range in terms of new features or anything like that. It's just colour changes basically. And then we come to Harley Davidson, same deal, new colours. They have reduced the price on a few models by removing parts from those models. But yeah, other than that, just new colours and nothing major to talk about. I do like some of the new colours and colour schemes on the 2026 models. They're looking great. But there again, we're not seeing anything special from Harley Davidson. And this leads me to where the motorcycle industry is going. It's quite interesting this last week that we're seeing new bikes from the Japanese manufacturers, and over the last few months, a new model from Triumph, new model from BMW, prototypes from CF Moto, the sports bike, naked bike, sport tourer category seems to be alive and well, even a new bike from Royal Enfield. And Royal Enfield have had a lot of new releases over the last 12 months. So those sort of bikes, the classics, the retros, your typical Japanese bikes seem to be doing well. On the other hand, Harley-Davidson Indian in the cruiser category don't seem to be spending the same in terms of investment as what the other manufacturers are, even Triumph as well, just one new model from them and then more of the same for the rest of the range. Now with Harley getting a new CEO, Indian just being recently sold, I don't know, is this the writing on the wall that that sector, the cruiser sector, is shrinking more than I have realised? And in doing so is allowing these other categories to start to grow again. Because when you think about it, what you pay for a reasonable cruiser nowadays, you could buy a couple of Japanese bikes and maybe 3 Royal Enfields. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And it's something we're going to have to watch and see how things develop. So how do Indian and Harley-Davidson compete in that sort of market where people are being drawn away from expensive cruisers? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the new CEOs tackle this problem and what direction they take those two brands in. But anyway, they're my takeaways from the first day or so of EICMA. Let's see what the next couple of days produce, and if anything stands out, I'll make another video. But right out of the gate, I think Honda is the brand that's impressed me the most with what they've brought to the show. Then the Japanese manufacturers, BMW with their 450, Royal Enfield, they continue to impress. CF Moto's got my attention with this new superbike. Yeah, and love to see how Indian, Triumph and Harley go over the next 12 months. All right, that'll do it for this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.